All right, hello everyone. Today we're diving into world's festive cocktail, Tom and Jerry. It's not just a cartoon, but it's a delicious cocktail that brings warmth and cheer to my family on Christmas morning. I'm excited to show you a family tradition on how to whip up this delicious concoction. So let's get started. To make a perfect Tom and Jerry, you'll need a few key ingredients. We like to use Mrs. Bauer's Tom and Jerry mix. And of course, we can't forget our key ingredients, the spirits. And lastly, to bring everything together, you'll want water, or of course, you can use milk as well. Before we dive into the mix, let's make sure we are prepared. You need your mix, you need your spirits, you'll need your spices, a spoon for mixing everything together, and to measure out properly the spirits, I have the 1 ounce shot glass, and then I just did a bottle of water that I will be pouring into my electronic kettle. And lastly, on the back, it does give you instructions on the portion size, so if you ever need a guide on that as well. We have all your ingredients measured out, so now let's jump into the demonstration. As you can see in the video, we'll start by heating our water, which is about 10 ounces. So I like to just measure it out just 3 inches above the rim, because remember, you want to leave enough room for your spirits, and then you're going to be doing a tablespoon of the Tom and Jerry mix too. We don't want any overflow to create a mess. So what we're going to do is just pour the water into the kettle, and then I am going to go set this on. While that's heating up, we're gonna set this aside. Of course, grab your festival mug. Right now, obviously the season is Thanksgiving, and so I grabbed my pumpkin one. Around Christmas time, we bring out like our Santa, Santa mugs, or any Christmas festival mugs of your choice, or if you don't have it, just a mug, of course. So what you're going to do is measure out your spirits first. So you're gonna do a shot of brandy. Pour it into your mug. Set that one off. And then you're gonna do a shot of Bacardi. Okay. And then you are going to do 1 tablespoon of the mix. You can see the consistency, it looks like ice cream. So what I do is I just like to mix it up. Just make sure you got a healthy scoop of the mix. It's kind of goopy. Woo. All right. Pour that in there. You can do a little more. I like mine a little creamier, the creamier side. So I always like to do an extra scoop of the mix. It doesn't hurt. All right, we will set that off to the side here. And it looks like my water is done heating. So now we will carefully pour your extremely hot water, and it is important that your water is extremely hot. As you can see, the steam is steaming over your mix. And as you can see, the consistency, perfect. I like to give it a little swirl, kind of pre-mix it up. See, it's foaming at the top. We'll set that off to the side. And now we'll bring back our spoon. And you want to mix, gently mix and stir in those spirits and the mixture batter, it is batter, together until you get a foamy consistency and you can see the batter melting within the water, okay? Give it a couple stirs until you can't really no longer see the batter anymore. There might be a couple chunks, but that's okay. Stir, we'll set that off to the side. And then my favorite part is you got your nutmeg and then your cinnamon you sprinkle on top. So I like to do, kind of a little bit of a design. So what I'll do is just go right around the edge. Like extra nutmeg for a little extra flavor. And then I just do a dash of cinnamon. I guess a little more, it doesn't hurt. And now you can see my delicious, warm and cozy Tom and Jerry cocktail. All right, before you embark on your Tom and Jerry adventure, a couple of tips. Make sure your mix is fresh. There is a date on this mixture, and fun fact, I actually had this from last year because it is good until 2024, which is awesome. You keep it in the fridge for the holiday season. You can bring it, to any holiday event. So make sure it's fresh. And of course, my favorite is always having festive mugs. I think it makes the cocktail more fun, and people are like, oh, what are you drinking? So I think that's always a fun add to it, right? So now feel to get creative. You can experience with any spirits, of course, but this is the recommendation, and these are just our family favorites. So we do love the Korbel and the Bacardi. I think it's a great combination for this cocktail of choice. And just overall, just enjoy the process, right? Just have fun with it. What I'd like to say is thank you all for joining me on this Tom and Jerry cocktail journey. I hope you're inspired to try making the delightful drink at home and a perfect addition to any holiday gathering. Cheers to festival flavors and good times.